Oh, shit.
We're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. This one taken from the 7, and he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Trick my own guy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And it'll be 2nd down.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And they're not able to hook up there.
Come on.
Incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. On play action, Wentz.
Come on.
Pressure too much. Down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Taking it about the 36.
Oh, you bitch.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready. Move ready.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And
Oh,
some space
fuck.
here. 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
4 down, 4 ready. Blue waiting.
Jameis to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go, let's convert. 4 down. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
3 down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Let's go. Easy. 4 down. Easy. Check. 55. Wait,
On 3rd down, Winston.
Oh, you bitch.
Pushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, that was excellent coverage right there, and he definitely did the right thing, showing that discretion is definitely the better part of valor. Threw it away, preserved the opportunity to kick for a field goal.
And excellent coverage. And right now the human is controlling the defense, so good job, human. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
Sure the hell
which
did.
means
Shut
they're
up.
gonna lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Let's go. Great.
Throwing on first is Wentz.
Oh, no.
Incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And he connects fakes with Ertz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First catch for the Eagles' leading receiver from a year ago. It's a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wentz now on first down. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Play action. Now Wentz.
Oh, shit.
And this
No.
is going to be intercepted.
No.
Picked off by Justin Evans. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Son of a bitch.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Oh.
It's caught out left by Perriman. Rashad Perriman.
Fucking goddamn it.
30, 10, 5, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad Perriman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
Shut
I
up.
agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
Shut up.
I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Kendall Beckwith on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Wentz to throw on 2nd down.
Come the fuck on!
And it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Bitch!
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Winston. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
Four down, check, four down. Easy. Kill.
Play action now, Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Malik Jackson breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Winston.
Oh!
Here's one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. Past the 20. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Fuck!
While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Right side caught by Jackson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On first and goal, Howard. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run into their offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a second down throw for Winston. There's the Penn State man, it's Chris Godwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, we got 4. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to power through.
Oh,
and across
shit.
the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout.
Let's go now.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way.
From the gun, Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. Give him 6 yards. And they do
It looked like he
convert
was
on
breaking his
third.
leg.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jameis now on first down.
Dang.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles
Dang.
get there for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Wentz now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
On the ball.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. He couldn't quite hold
Oh, no
it.
way.
Hit.
That was in my hands.
Out, incomplete.
Whatever.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Winston. And the hit started loose. It's incomplete.
Nice.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Winston. Howard has the first down and then some. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
Last one, make it count.
We won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Winston now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here.
4 down. Check. Let's go.
Again, it's Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And this time he's able to take it down.
Tried to get it out of
42.
bounds.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, 50. Hey, sub. Let's go.
To the air again with Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue ready. Green, triple C. Where's that? Let's go.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's get it. Let's go. It's time to play.
God damn it.
Contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a
Whoops.
killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Shut
So
up.
the
I know.
penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, ready. Blue ready. Where's that? Mike, 53.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Winston now.
Ooh, fumble.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Damn.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Yeah, so what? I don't know.
Eagles
I'm not very good at
for
kicking.
their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back to the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right?
Nice.
The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Wentz.
Nice.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Fucking A. What the fuck?
And both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wentz now to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
No fucking way!
A 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And they'll run it here. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Jameis now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
Check. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Boys hot.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. A really nice catch, but bottom line, that should have gone for more yardage.
Give him a pass in the flat that allows him to get upfield. There's plenty of distance between him and all the defenders. Actually cost himself some yardage there. Yeah, they got the completion, but it could have been so much more.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now, than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made by Justin Evans.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Howard.
God damn it, come on. Give me something.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Now he's forced out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Levante David able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here.
God damn, why can't I get this shit right?
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. Winston now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, boys, got 4 down.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle made by Deshaun Hall.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Here we go, even.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Complete. He finds Bray. And down in.
Come on, man.
He goes. The Buccaneer first. Winston to Bray.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Check 20. My 50, my 50. Let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Easy, easy, easy. Ready. Blue lady.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Peyton Barber, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Come on!
Wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
4 down. Check.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Escaping the pressure right.
Get, bitch!
Pass incomplete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now a play fake. Wentz. He sets to fire deep. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
There we go. Back. 120.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Bitch!
That is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Play fake. Winston. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down, but
I guess my quarterback just isn't very good, is he?
The passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, Wentz. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Let's go.
Here's Wentz to throw. And this is
Are you fucking kidding me?
Do it. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Fuck this game.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way. And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that kick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles' offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.
And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
There we go, back.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On play action, it's Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Levante David in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs have just about wrapped up the victory.
You got 4. Switch. Easy. 49, check 49. Let's go.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down here. And this one is going to come to an end. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bucs, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll drop to 0-2.
Oh, will they? Good game, man.